Hello students, my name is Sumit Bose and I am from the Bodhi Academy. Today I am going to explain you the chapter World War II. Okay. Now before starting the chapter, what we will do is to know what is World War II. The World War II is the most devastating, the most hideous war ever known to mankind. Cities like Berlin, Hiroshima, Nagasaki was completely destroyed. Now, the reason is that we all know that First World War was held in the year 1919. So, in the year 1919, in the year 1919, the First World War started, and the Second World War started at in the year 1939. So the difference between two world wars are approximately 20 years, right? But the reason is why. Why again, after watching the hideousness of the First World War, why the Second World War started? There were three main reasons. The reasons are, the first reason is the Treaty of Versailles. Treaty of Versailles. And the second reason was the failure of the League of Nations. And the third reason was the rise of Nazism. Now the question is, why the Treaty of Versailles was responsible for the Second World War? The main reasons are, we know that the Treaty of Versailles eventually ended the First World War. Then why the seed of the Second World War was hidden inside the Treaty of Versailles? Because by that treaty, the Allied forces made Germany entirely responsible for the World War, and Germany had to pay 33 billion as 33 billion as debt, and blamed Germany entirely for causing the First World War, and Germany was solely responsible for that First World War. So this drained all Germany's resources. You will be shocked to know that in the year 2010, Germany paid its last debt. 33 billion. Nowadays, if you calculate that money, it will become 270 billion, which is a huge money which drained all Germany resources, and hence increasing three factors in Germany, that is poverty, and inflation. And draining of resources. That time Germany used the currency of mark. One piece of bread costed 160 mark. So the inflation knew no bounds, which gave Hitler a very which made Hitler a very responsible reason to influence the German citizens, and this ultimately made the rise of Nazism. Okay, now Hitler used to think that their race is superior, and his dream was to unite all the German speaking nations. Okay, and his dream was that he thought that Germans were pure Aryans, and he believed in the Aryan superiority theory, and he blamed the and he thought that two tribes such as Jews and Slavs were responsible for the downfall of Germany. Now, in that time also, Germany's condition was horrible. And in Britain, many politicians used to think that Treaty of Versailles drained all Germany's resources. Germany didn't have anything to do with that. So in 1935, in the year 1935, they signed a treaty of Anglo-German naval treaty, which increased Germany's naval forces, and it increased the Germans' power. Later, Hitler targeted Austria as his dream, as he thought that Austrian people, as he knew that Austrian people are German speaking, and he wanted to unite all the Austrian people, so that they come directly under his rule, which will ultimately increase Nazi strength and Nazi's economy and its resources also. And his next target was Sudetenland. Now, where is Sudetenland? Sudetenland is a small area in Czechoslovakia. 30 lakh German people used to live there, and Hitler decided, and now here comes President Chamberlain, okay, who was the president of Great Britain, Prime Minister of Great Britain that time. He signed with Hitler in the year 1938 the Munich Pact, which ensured that Czechoslovakia has to give their territory to the Nazi Germany, which ultimately increased more and more Hitler's power. Next, in 1939, Hitler signed a treaty with USSR, that is Soviet Russia. They signed a treaty that they won't attack each other, and Hitler started to invent. In June 1939, Hitler invaded Poland, which ultimately started the Second World War. Now, I hope that it is clear to you, to all of you, that how the Second World War started, because the seed was already inside the First World War, and that seed was the Treaty of Versailles and failure of the League of Nations, because they were supposed to stop the conflict between the nations, okay. And the third reason was rise of Nazism. Why did Nazism rose? Because Nazism rose because of the Treaty of Versailles, because people's resources got drained each and every day, just like I told you. And it was a huge sum. Whatever they had faced, it was a huge sum. 33 billion Germany had to pay. I mean, all of the nations, the elite forces decided that Germany entirely and solely will do the compensation, and this was the main reason which helped Hitler to rise, and Hitler popularity slowly grew. I hope you all understood I hope you understood the reasons for the Second World War. So thank you for the class. I want to thank you the entire class, and if you liked the video, please hit a like, give comment and subscribe. Thank you so much.